and welcome to a new Let's Play with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So, as Sonic Superstars is due to come out later this year, I'm gonna have a look at the last classic Sonic revival game, Sonic Mania. Yes, and this was really good. Yes. Shame the game after it, Sonic Forces, was pretty crap, but never mind, at least we got one decent Sonic game out in 2017. A bit later than the 20th anniversary of the Blue Hedgehog, but no, 25th anniversary, sorry, I can't think it straight. But anyway, yeah, basically I am playing the updated version, which I'll get to. Basically the story is Sonic and Tails have arrived on Angel Island to a strange energy signature, and a bunch of egg robos are here, and seemingly trying to retrieve something from beneath the island. And believe it or not, it's this thing, which isn't a Chaos Emerald, it's actually the Phantom Ruby, which can apparently warp reality itself. And therein lies the whole game's premise. Basically, yeah, it's just like your classic Sonic game, as if it were on the Sega Mega Drive. Well, almost. The first few. If there's anything I can say about Mania that I do not like it, like with dare I say, Sonic Generations, it does use two of the classic levels from that game as well. First one is Green Hill, but the one major difference I will give is the soundtrack. Seriously. It is done by Team Ups, who has fast become one of my favourite Sonic composers, and maybe video game composers on the internet, actually, because he started out as a fan composer, seriously. He also did the more recent Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge game as well. Anyway, yeah. The Act 1 things are just kind of updated things, but the Act 2 level music for, dare I say, certainly the Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 levels in Mania, they are absolutely gorgeous to listen to. Anyway, the other thing of note is the special stages. Yes, because basically what we have to do is chase down the UFO by collecting blue spheres. So it combines two of the mechanics from Sonic 3 and Knuckles and, dare I say it, Sonic CD. And it actually works pretty well, actually, as well. Seriously. Easily one of my favourite special stages, and I guess just the right level of challenge as well. If you run out of rings, then if you run out of time, you'll need to get more rings. And if you lose rings, then you also lose time, so it is that. There is also a trade-off with the blue spheres, because you can see there I am now Mach 2. Eventually Sonic, if he collects enough blue spheres, he will reach Mach 3 and will go zooming through the stage. The problem is he's also uncontrollable, which is okay for this one, because it's the first one, of course. I'm not sure if I'll show off all of the special stages, because I did try and do one in, like, Chemical Plant Zone, which is the next stage we will do. Yeah, seriously, it does use, as I say, two of the levels from that were also in Sonic Generations. I'll give Mania this, this game is pure fan service, and in a good way for the Blue Hedgehog. So yeah. And it isn't just Robotnik, or should I say Dr. Eggman, I don't know. No, the same in the Sega game, so yeah. It's not like with Sat AM where he went by Julian Quintubo. Anyway, here's our first mini-boss, a giant wrecking ball with Eggman's face on it. Basically, the easiest way to do it is just to damage it while it's not glowing red. That's it, really. Nothing too hard. In fact, Tails can also do some damage. Or you can just do the kamikaze move of losing rings and damaging it with invincibility frames. That also works. But there you go. So that being said, there is something else, of course, in how dare I say, Sonic Mania, but we'll get to that. Yes, because there are also bonus stages. Yep, they're still here. There are actually 2 types of bonus stages, but one is for a mode that was not introduced until 2018. And we'll get to that. But when the physical copy of the game came out. As I say, I downloaded this game when it first came out in 2017. So yeah, but this is the updated version, but can't easily tell because the intro is mostly the same as it was in the 2017 version. But anyway, let's have a look at the bonus stage, which is basically the Blue Sphere special stages. The only difference with these is that instead of just instead of collecting Chaos Emeralds, which you do in the special stages by chasing down the UFOs, instead by getting all the rings you get a token. And that unlocks various things, including a sound test. Yes, this game does have a sound test. It is leaning very, very much on the classic 90s Mega Drive games, after all. Or Genesis, if you're American, or... I'm not sure. Australia, but certainly in America, Mega Drive was a Genesis, so... Yeah. I mean, this game is so fan-servicey. It even got Mega Drive-ish artwork, and I think someone did I don't know if it was Sega themselves, they did a Sega Saturn cover of the game, which, honestly, yeah, it would kind of be, I don't know if it would be underpowered. Certainly the 2D sprites would be, but the soundtrack would probably have to be like a, I don't know. The sound effects might have to be lower quality to be on the Saturn. I mean, I've seen clips of the Saturn version of Sonic 3D Blast, so yeah. Anyway, there's our first token. I do get a few more throughout the game. So yeah. But that being said, Act 2 is absolutely gorgeous. Both the music and the surrounding thing, it reminds me a bit of the, dare I say, the water areas. Remind me a bit, dare I say it, of the Game Gear and Master System version, seriously. The elemental shields are back as well, which, honestly, I love because it shows the effects of you burning the thing. Burning the bridges down, seriously. And that's not all! The later level will have some other effect. I'm not going to say any more than that for now. As we go to our second Blue Sphere stage. Yeah, seriously. This is basically the second stage in 1-to-1. I don't know. But pretty much from the ground up, an exact replica of the, well, an almost exact replica. That trail of blue spheres there wasn't there in the original Mega Drive game, but everything else, yeah, totally from the Mega Drive. Pretty much one for one there. Other than that, I still have T. Lopes' remix of dare I say, the Blue Sphere stages in my head. Anyway, it is that catchy. In fact, so is all of the music in Sonic. Seriously. And yes, T. Lopes will return actually to Mrs. June Sonoy for the Sonic Superstars game. He also did some music, I think, for Team Sonic Racing, but I don't know if many people remember Team Sonic Racing, given Frontier is a pretty much better game anyway. And also because of games like, dare I say, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, which easily beats it in terms of racing games. And it's generally a much better game. Microtransactions and all, so yeah. And likewise with the Mega Drive, they do speed up as well. As well as the music. So yeah. Seriously. Why didn't T. Lopes come back for Sonic Origins? I do not know. he would have killed the melodies with the thing. He knows how to actually use the Mega Drive synthesizer. I don't know what happened with Jun Sonoi's replications of the prototype tunes to replace like the Michael Jackson or Brad Buxer, should I say, tunes that cannot be used now in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But yeah, much as I love Jun Sonoi, he did not do a good job with Origins. That's why I didn't cover it on my channel. Seriously, that and unless of course unless there's a caveat there. I suppose I could have done it if I was playing the Switch version, the Steam version, that's it, something beginning with an S. Because at least then you can put in mods for the soundtrack and everything. Anyway, that being said, yeah, the regular bridges do not burn with the fire shield. Needless to say, both the electric shield and the aqua shield, or bubble shield as I called it, both of them return as well. And yeah, there is actually a gimmick in one of the latest levels, which is from a previous Sonic game. Probably one of my favourite levels actually from a previous Sonic game, but we'll get to that. So let's head to the right, and why not spin dash? Yeah, Sonic goes to spin dash. Again, he also has the drop dash. I barely use it though, seriously. I prefer the spin dash. And if you've completed the game, you actually get the Super Peel out from Sonic CD and the Insta Shield. He does not have the Insta Shield here with Sonic. I believe it replaces another of his moves though. As does the Super Peel out from Sonic CD. So, yeah. But anyway, let's go down here and into the water. The blue shield also shows up, which functions the exact same way as it did in Sonic 1 and 2. Seriously. Is there anything about this game I do not like? Probably the inclusion of, dare I say something? Well, never mind. Let's get to the boss here. The Death Egg Robot, overused to hell and back. I know I gushed about it when I originally did the game, but yeah, it is overused. Is the Death Egg Robot. Basically, what you have to do to damage it is get on its arm and destroy it. Just in a similar way to Sonic Generations, although it's a bit less finicky than it was in Death Egg Zone in Sonic Generations. So yeah, quite an easy boss, but shows how Eggman wants to actually destroy Sonic here. Seriously, he is done playing around. He sent his biggest mech into the first zone. Anyway, down here, we will actually be introduced to another set of villains here, the Hard-Boiled Heavies. And these guys will show up throughout the game as various bosses. In fact, in the third level, Studiopolis. Anyway, I'll see you later.